On April 9, 2017, at Chicago O'Hare International Airport, on a United Airlines flight headed to Louisville, Kentucky, an altercation occurred. A flight had been overbooked, and flight attendants for United Airlines needed to make it to Louisville, Kentucky to hop on another flight. When they asked passengers to be removed from the flight for compensation to free up seats for the flight attendants, nobody offered to do so. So the company then went into a system where they randomly select one passenger to be removed from the flight. When they approached this individual to ask to give up his seat, he refused to give up his seat, which then resulted in United calling law enforcement, and the law enforcement officers came and physically removed the passenger from the plane via dragging him down that middle of the aisle. This raised a lot of concerns by customers, and a lot of videos were taken, which caused the videos and the whole situation to go viral within a few hours. So this really put United Airlines in a predicament where they got a lot of backlash from their customers and their other competitors. So we actually have instilled new protocol, and that is how we are going to address this situation. And now we are going to show you a video of what actually occurred. This is a video from a customer that was posted online.
Hey, come on. Come on.
Can't they rent a car for the pilots and have them drive? Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! No! Guys, my God! What are you doing? No, this is wrong! Oh my God! Look at what you did to him! Oh my God!
All sorts of stakeholders were affected after the violent removal of passenger Dr. David Dow. Passengers that were on the flight said they felt traumatized by the incident. Other customers boycotted United Airlines and placed their loyalty within other airlines because they felt the situation was handled so poorly. Employees were also affected as 2 of the 4 officers were fired while the other 2 were suspended. The flight attendants and pilots followed set protocols set by policymakers and faced no repercussions. The pilots were also outraged that the situation was handled and blamed security of the airport. Policymakers made sure United Airlines promised to never use officers to forcibly remove paying customers again. They did not say if they exactly changed their policy, but have made it clear that law enforcement will not be getting involved the way they did. Although United Airlines attempts to right their wrongdoings eventually, investors were not happy about the situation and pulled money from the company. The company's market value fell by $250 million overall, but dropped by $1.4 billion out of the $21 billion company is worth in the first week of the incident. Stock market shares also fell by over 6% on the first day of the incident when the videos went viral, but later in the week only fell by 4%. The last stakeholder affected are travel agents who will be selling the United brand to customers. It is harder for the travel agents to sell plane tickets to passengers if they feel that the company name is now tainted. Attention all United Airlines employees. Due to a past offense, there has been an update in our protocol for notifying passengers of problems with overbooked flights. Today we are going to take you through the proper steps on how to handle future situations when overbooking occurs.
Step 1. Make sure that all seats are actually filled and completely occupied. Also check that there are no other options for overbooking. We don't want to ask passengers to give up their seats if there are other and better options.
Step 2. Via intercom, give a complete and detailed update to passengers regarding the situation with overbooking.
Step 3. Explain the compensation plan and ask for volunteers to get off the plane before taking any further steps. Be sure to give passengers enough time to make phone calls and come to a decision before doing anything else. If someone volunteers, have them come to the front of the plane and escort it off to an attendant in the airport for further instructions.
If no one volunteers, proceed with the random selection process.
Once an individual is selected, have them come to the front of the plane with an associate.
Employees will then further explain the situation along with it, answer any questions. If the passenger declines with a valid excuse, then the random selection process will be repeated, so on and so forth.
If the passenger accepts, then they will be given the proper compensation and escorted off the plane to an attendant in the airport for further instructions. Our staff will be on hand at all times to ensure any questions or concerns are taken care of.
If the passenger declines with an invalid excuse, they will be explained the situation again and asked to unboard the plane.
If the passenger still refuses, then we are responsible for making the necessary changes in compensation or find another way of travel for passengers or staff as needed.
No passenger will be physically harmed in this process. There will be no physical contact between our staff or our passengers, and law enforcement will not be called unless a passenger becomes physically violent. It is our responsibility to give customers the best experience possible and try to handle situations on our own in the best way possible.
Good evening, customers. Due to past events, there has been an update in United Airlines protocol for notifying passengers of problems with overbooked flights. All employees have been trained to properly handle different types of situations in the best manner possible. We want to ensure that the best possible experience for our customers and do all we can to get passengers where they need to be. We appreciate your business and loyalty and will strive to ensure the best customer satisfaction. Should you not have a pleasant experience, please tweet us at United with the hashtag UAProblems. Our team will work to correct any problems you face while traveling with us. Thank you for flying with us. Have a good evening.
Due to past events, there has been an update in United Airlines protocols for notifying passengers of problems with overbooked flights. All employees have been trained to properly handle different types of situations in the best manner possible. It is our responsibility to ensure that your choice to invest in our company was a good decision. We are working to ensure customer satisfaction and increase sales due to updated protocols our company has implemented. We appreciate your support through these challenges and will strive to improve customer loyalty every day. Due to past events, there has been an update in United Airlines protocol for notifying passengers of our problems with overbooked flights. We are striving to reduce overbooking our flights, increase compensation for problems with overbooked flights, and ensure the best prices for our tickets. When talking with potential customers, please notify them of our updated policies and compare our unbeatable rates to other airlines. As partners, we hope you would notify us of any issues that arise so we can work on improving our customer loyalty. Thank you in advance for your service and sharing the United experience with us.